I think we are streaming live here. Hello and welcome to the Winter Fling here on twitch.tv/DDO stream. Don't forget to give us a follow if you want to be notified for whenever we're going live for shows just like this one, which is every Wednesday starting at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, -5 GMT, after the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream, which starts at noon every Wednesday. This is a static group on Argonessen, and we are running the Gianthold this week. Part 2. We started last week with this. Let me get some introductions out of the way. First up is Samus Garobo. How you doing?
Good. How's Sheesh. I got like another hour extra sleep again tonight, so I'm a little
No
groggy.
problem. Yeah, I myself, it was embarrassing. I zonked out on the couch at like 10 o'clock last night. I was completely out. Which is why I didn't update the Twitch page for the Damsels of DDO for folks like Lessa. How you doing, Lessa?
Hey, Jerry, I'm a sleepy gamer today, but I'm here.
Yeah, we have more snow on the way in Massachusetts here, so we're just kind of having some rough times getting to and from work and parking and all. See, the people who are really in a rough state are those. I live quite a ways from Boston, about an hour. But there are folks who live much closer to Boston, and as you get closer, all the streets get super compact, and there's no place to park, and some places actually you have to have parking permits to park along the side of the road at all, or else you can get towed. And so a whole bunch of, when this stuff happens, all of a sudden the amount of available spaces goes down by like 50%, and everyone freaks out. So it's a fun time.
That's because you let cows determine where your streets are.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you never know when Britain might try to conquer Boston again, right?
You gotta be ready.
Yep. So, also ready to conquer Boston is Bonnie Bew. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing very well considering I was up all night with the Damsels of DDO.
So what did you guys do last night?
We did Stormhorns. We did up What Goes Up, and we also did Impossible Demands, right?
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And we had Mary came along for that part, so that was cool.
Did you do one of the ID stomp downs? Just sort of take them down right at the front without actually running the quest.
No,
we totally ran it.
We did all the optionals. We tried to get the additional chest.
Oh, nice. How'd that go?
I think we blew it at the end, but I can't remember why.
Yeah.
Can't remember what exactly went wrong.
We
saved all the hostages.
We got noticed by trash.
Yeah.
And it took long enough to kill the trash that the priestess wandered along and saw us.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I actually ran that, was it a week ago Friday or something like that over on Thalanis. One of the characters I have is actually not Matu flagged, so I've been trying to correct that. And finally ran Impossible Demands on that character. And I just basically did the beatdown because, I don't know, I'm lazy and not very good.
Yeah. We did on Elite as well.
Nice. I actually ran Stormhorns during the lunch stream today. So, also, let me just finish our introductions here. Finally is Vagabond. How you doing, Vagabond?
I'm good.
Anything worth mentioning for you?
Not really. Nope. Well rested. All ready to go.
You are getting sleep for the rest of us. All right, so
it sounds like I need to get extra. Sounds like a tired group.
Yeah, no doubt. So we are running Trial by Fire, right? Is that right? Which ones do we want to do?
Oh, is that
Sure.
what we're doing? Okay.
Sure.
I was just waiting to find out which area to run to. Because we did Cabal or Cabal and Feast or Famine last week, right?
Yes.
So Trial by Fire.
Sure.
I just finished flagging Forgotten the Web on Wayfinder, so I have like those quests on the brain. So I almost said, "Oh, we're gonna do Trial by Fury."
Yeah, I just followed Vagabond out, and we're just by Trial by Fury somewhat as well, huh?
I mean, we could probably get away with Trial by Fire. Elemenster is a little bit of a quest block, however. So.
What are you talking about?
Elemenster to get to Trial by Fury or Trial by
Fury or Trial by Fire.
Whatever the one is in the in the Caught in the Web, since Elemenster is such a quest block.
We totally can't even get there. That would be funny though.
That's what I'm saying. We could get there if Elemenster wasn't such a quest block.
Nice. Yeah, so I don't know, what was there was one thing I was going to mention, that continuation from the lunch stream here quick, and that is that we're having some brief DDO store issues this afternoon. Now, it's not actually really an issue for anyone unless you work at Turbine or want to make fun of us, because the issue is that apparently some Lotro stuff snuck into the DDO store today, and vice versa.
I saw some German.
But, yeah, and there's some language issues too in terms of default language settings. We're working on it right now. We were going to take the DDO store down while we addressed it, but it looks like we don't need to do that. And the reason for that is that if you actually try to buy any of this stuff, it doesn't work, and you don't lose your points. So it's probably all right for it to sort of be up and look bad for a little while we fix this issue. So.
Man, that sounds sweet. I want some
But
sweet.
if you ever kind of wanted to, So I guess Mithril is back.
It never left.
But so that's I wanted to get the word out about that. It's really kind of a non-issue, but if you feel like making fun of us, you can grab some screenshots of some Lotro items in the DDO store.
Well, if I was going to mock Turbine, it certainly wouldn't be for that kind of mistake.
Yeah.
I could think of other mistakes, but...
I was all ready to go buy a horse.
Oh, that'd be so sweet. Can you imagine? You buy a horse now while it's in the store, and then they're like, nope, I bought it. You better figure out a way to make it work.
Make it work. I did that once as
funny.
a kid. I wanted to have a cat when I was a kid, and my idea to get one was to slip some cat food into the groceries while we were shopping.
Nice.
Because we have cat food, guess gotta get a cat to eat it, right? But it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, that problem is solved now. I saw your cat cam up earlier here.
Yes. With the sleeping cat.
So how do you do that? Do you just have turned the webcam on your computer over by like a cat perch?
I have one like mounted that's aimed at the perch, yeah.
Nice. Here's my question. Has anyone ever gone straight in Trial by Fire here? For as long as I've been playing this game.
It's locked from
Jerry.
the other side or something. There's a lever, I think, on the other side that opens it.
As long as I've been here, it's just been an instant left. I don't think I've ever cleared that section of the map.
Sure you have. You've gone back to get the chest at the end, right?
Maybe.
Well, if not, we'll go do it today. Oh, this is probably bad, man. Stay away from him.
Let me just say, running Epic Elite, I think we did Lines of Supply and Breaking the Ranks. Lots of remnants. It was quite remnant-tastic.
Yeah, we talked about that on the last cocktail hour. That was one of the complaints that we actually got. Was
too many remnants?
No, quests specifically like that, because of the high percentage to spawn as champions. People can get overwhelmed by the sheer number of champions in quests like that.
I guess because those quests are ones that do have large numbers of trash.
Yeah, exactly. They just sporadically spawn high numbers of champions at once, which can be difficult for some parties to overcome.
That's true, although I'm going to guess that if you're running this on Epic Elite, you better be prepared for it,
Yeah. I would expect the worst if you're doing it on Epic Elite, and if it's not bad, be surprised.
He was talking about specifically, I think, hard. And just being surprised, overwhelmed by the number of champions. I'm just saying that was one of the complaints that we tackled on the last episode of DDO Cocktail Hour at DDOcocktailhour.com.
Sure.
So you gotta work those things in there.
Hey, so the Damsels do or do not have a new website up, and you can and cannot get the episodes there?
Yes, they do. The damsels of DDO.com. You know what else? Letting the cat out of the bag now. We have an iTunes feed. It went live yesterday. 6 episodes all up there. Yep.
Exciting. Huh. That's cool. I had to put that in your signature or something. Maybe I can.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the Chronicle this week. Because I'm kind of an iTunes person in terms of my podcasts.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, at least I
really,
mean, I don't know.
You're missing a lot by not watching the YouTube feed. But
well, I've been doing that actually, but just because it's not been on iTunes. but I'll still watch your YouTube feed because you're right. You've got some great photos and things like that you guys put in there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she does a lot to make it visually interesting, so I like watching it with the video on too.
Okay, I could shoot all the arrows at these doors all day long, but it doesn't open. There we go.
Take a lot of arrows.
Well, I mean, I'm very strong. But my bow is just not that good.
So, Lessa must have DC'd, huh?
Looks like she was gone and back again. I think that's the name of the...
Just like old Bilbo Baggins.
It's more than Lord of the Rings influence.
Nice.
Gone and back again. I'm good to go.
She's not here. You can totally pick this lock. Oh, it's already unlocked. Oh, that's right. You got bells, don't you?
Yeah, yep. Vagabond's the guy who actually does the quest for us. Wow.
I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm doing the quest. It's he and I. We're rocking it. Apparently giant spiders don't
paralyze. Here we go. Now,
paralyze.
my stream is up, running, and working. We are good to go.
Cool.
I know, the wife and I had the talk this weekend. She went, how much stuff are you streaming now? I'm like, well, not that much. Then I went down the schedule. She's like, that's a lot.
Nice.
I'm like, come on. It's not enough. So, I don't know. And then I took the drone up I took the drone up yesterday. Oh, I think she's just, because I play in the main living room. She feels like she's got to be quieter, or, you know, because we rely on the boy to run errands for us. And usually we use the good old-fashioned voice intercom system. You know, yelling as loud as you can.
I always pictured that Samus would have some kind of man cave that he played games in.
Well, see, I have my office, but it's like half office, half storage. And the wife has always felt like if I played my games in there all the time, she would never see me. So, because now I work in there, in addition to if I played in there as well as worked in there, I might as well just get a cot and stay there.
She wants to see you?
I know, right? It's weird. It's because I'm so pretty.
Well, she could just go to your Twitch channel and look at you on the webcam.
I guess that's true. I don't know. I'm liking where your guys' logic is. Then I look up.
I was available in chat. You could have typed in chat, said, "Hey, honey, go do the dishes."
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, it's not
It's the 21st century. That's how we live.
So convenient.
It's not one of
I've
us
never
that
thought
does
of
the
that.
dishes. That's what the boys for. See, I'm a child of the. What would that be? 70s, 80s? I don't know. I'm a child of whatever era where the children still did work. So my child's gonna do work. I don't know. It's absolutely hysterical. And I know this is all way off topic, but I think most of our people watching have children or semi-small, you know, medium-aged children, whatever. And you know, as most 15-year-olds, he's like, I can't wait to be free, do all, so I don't have to do chores in school and work and stuff.
Did you tell him he can come live with Aunt Lessa and he can be free of you now?
I did not.
Okay, you guys.
I will put
I'm
that back
lost.
out there.
Where the heck are you?
Oh my goodness. All right, I'll go find Jerry, guys.
Why is Jerry lost? How do you get lost in Trial by Fire?
I don't know. How do you get lost
What
in
is
Trial
wrong
by
with
Fire?
him?
Are you guys? Did you guys jump down?
He turned left on the turnpike.
No.
Nay. Turn around. Stop. I don't. You are down though, aren't you?
Well, I'm partially down.
All right, hang on. Let me figure out where you are.
I know where he is. Look at him.
Oh, I see you. All right, here we go. And I just missed the ledge. I'm going to miss the ledge again.
Stop dropping down! No!
All right, there we go. I'm good.
All right,
Oh,
so I'm going up.
Yeah, go up.
Just follow the cave all the way up as you can, I think. Oh, bollocks, I just fell off the edge again. This is using that wonderful cave technology from... I'm going to get my collectible. That we also use in the quest that most people don't like, and now I can't think of it.
Cold chamber. So I must have been quite a ways back then.
Not sure where you... Did you take the tunnel all the way up?
Yeah, and now I'm down the hallway or something.
Alright, well there's 2 ways to go. Yeah, the long way and the short way.
Here we go. I got it. There we are.
We're professional DDO players, kids. Don't do what we do. Find my... Oh, there's my chest. So anyway, yeah, he was going on again the other day about having to do some chores and wanting to be free. I was like, kid, you realize that I was shot when I was your age, right? You think your life is so hard? Well, it's true. I was actually shot several times by the time I was his age. But,
how'd you manage that?
Well, the way that it happened pretty much every year was I had a little house in the country growing up, right? And there was a very popular hunting draw right next to our house. And the guy would actually rent out that draw for hunters. So, and our house was like this sky blue. So basically we had to go out and sit to make sure our house didn't get all shot up. I'm going to buff this chest real fast. And inevitably, while we were out there kind of protecting our house, we would end up getting shot in the process. Because some hunters are bad at things.
This is true. This is true. Yeah. I grew up in southern Minnesota. There's lots of people who brought more beers than bullets.
Correct. So, yeah, I remember we used to have to take and like sterilize with a candle needle nose pliers to pull shot and out of our miscellaneous bodies. Let's see. We have a D-door person, right?
Oh yeah. Here we go.
And then when I was very young, when I was like 12, when I was 12, my stepmother got mad at me and shot me in the foot with her .22.
Jeez.
So, and believe it or not, I'm still pro gun. I don't think I deserve to be shot in the foot that time, but I believe it's everyone's right to shoot someone in the foot if they need to.
Someone asked how far southern Minnesota. For those of you who might know your Minnesota geography, I actually grew up outside of a town called Waseca. It's sort of about a half hour from Mankato, Minnesota, if you know where that is. So sort of, if you think of the state of Minnesota, right smack dab in the middle-ish lower third.
Oh man, I wish I had the
Madstone?
Nay. Next one would be Maze of Madness.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to bookmark the multi-twitch, I think. I forget how to do it every week. I just need to bookmark it.
Titan asks, is it true that the Shroud was the playground for devs in coding? No, that is not true. Not that I know of. No, I know. What? Yeah?
They tried to work on the portals and they broke Haberdasher. I'm pretty sure that's a factual statement.
Oh,
it was definitely their playground. Their playground.
I'm not saying that they didn't make a change that had a Halo impact at some point in DDO's past, but I think, in terms of the internal developer testing environment. Like, let's just say you need to, I don't know, check out a new system or a new mechanic or something like that. It wouldn't be in the Shroud. We actually have kind of a separate testing ground that we've created that allows them to do that, where you could just sort of have all the mobs, lined up and just, check out the numbers and all that sort of thing. In terms of the Shroud, I remember, I was on Mournlands back in the day. I guess starting in 2007, something like that, 2007, 2008. And the Shroud was the very first thing I saw as a Mournlander. One of the very first run in Mournlands for the Shroud. It was largely the same as it is now. There was a few exceptions. There was a perch spot in the Shroud Part 5, and we found it pretty quickly.
Oh, well, that's the first thing you do in any quest, right? Is figure out where the perch is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so standard mode of doing this quest or the long way of doing this quest?
I always do this long way.
I always do it too. My jumps never get
because
enough.
I never jump.
Okay. So
I rarely have
how
the
about
jump to jump the jump. So
okay. I will see if I can be a guardian angel above you guys while you guys work on the ground. So for the people who'd like to see how to actually do it, I believe this is fully intended. This is not an exploit.
I think you're wrong, but I don't think it's an exploit. Anything that's been this publicly well known for anyone that's this well known for this many years can't totally be an exploit, but it's certainly not working as intended. It may be someday. I
don't know.
Maybe it'll get
fixed. I feel like it probably is actually though, because this was still designed when they were still designing quests to... Why did everyone come in here? All right. Apparently people don't know how this quest runs.
Yes, I do. You go into it with a person like Samus, and then you do just follow him until you win.
Right. See? It's similar, but not actually how this works. But no, because this is when they were designing quests that still had that interactive and jumping philosophy, where it was less about railroading through the quest and more of the letting you explore your options. I feel it was definitely intended. I would very much like to get the actual developer's opinion, or get my hands on the actual developer's notes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because Gianthold's been around for quite a while now, so I'm not sure that the person is still around to answer that question.
But, I mean, because you can look at, there's probably another dozen or so quests, roughly this, from what I'm remembering time period wise, had a very similar kind of philosophy. Now, maybe this one particular jump, this first jump, maybe not so much. But I think the overall part of the quest is probably intended. At least that's how I feel, so I don't mind telling people about it.
Like I say, it's been around long enough that it's pretty much the default at this point. Let's see. Urlock in chat says this is tactics, not an exploit. the classic response, which is probably true in many cases. Urlock also asks a question we can talk about. If Caneth Crafting gets a pass, will Caneth Challenge Gear get a pass? I would say that those two things are essentially separate. They may share a similar name, of Caneth, but Caneth Crafting and the Challenge Gear are really different different beasts, and would be a completely separate system to work at, or to work on. So I would, I mean, it's possible that we might look at it sometime, but I don't think it would probably fit into the scope of a review of Caneth crafting.
That, and it's already super strong. Oh man, what did you do now, Lessa?
What do you mean, what did I do now?
Well, you're knock on bars. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
that's your way of telling us you're...
Here we go, we're out now. I don't know what happened.
Huh.
I don't know if she was supposed to let us out or what.
Peter says, Twin Cities are bust. I like this comment. I approve.
What's this button do? Anything?
I don't know, let's find out.
Ah, okay, there's a gate down here. So, open it before I drowned. There we go. Now I won't drown.
Still closed. Alright, what are we missing here? Which one's the one for the underwater section?
It is in the little room.
Okay.
The one with the three
pull
levers?
Over the thing. Need to pull it, yeah.
Which one? Do you remember?
It's open. Whatever you just did.
Is that still open?
Now it is.
Oh, it's closed now.
Okay, let's put one person on either side then.
I can.
Okay.
I think I can fix that.
Go there. Okay, I'm gonna hit
Oh,
this
now
one
it's
now.
open.
Is it okay?
I just did
come
that,
back.
I believe.
Now I'm trapped again.
Come back.
You guys are
Are
doing
you
a
in
good
there?
Yeah, I'm in the room with
Closed.
the 3 levers. All right.
Okay, leave that. Come up here.
Open?
All right.
Now come through.
There we go.
Is it open now?
Yep.
I'm going to close it again.
Ah,
Cool.
I thought you want to come through, right?
Oh, it's closed. Open it again.
I'm going to open again. I'm going to be stuck back here, though.
Okay, close it again. I think everyone's through. Well, wait, where is Vagabond now?
I'm coming.
Ooh, look at all the kitty cats. Hi, kitty cat.
Someone says in chat, people are able to put Icy Burst on Caneth challenge weapons. Is this working as intended? Again, this would fall under the category of probably not working as intended. Whether it's something we choose to fix in the future, it's possible. But again, that's been there for a while, so who knows.
Wow, if that's true. That's pretty sweet.
They shouldn't. I mean, it should be random gen. That's the way it's always
Right.
been intended. So if there's an exception to the rule, then enjoy it while it lasts would be my recommendation.
And don't count on it lasting forever. Don't rage quit when they decide that's not intended.
Yeah, pretty much.
I found a trap.
Bonnie, I was looking for that. Bonnie got in all kind of trouble yesterday too. Saba Jade was like, "Who released the prisoners?" And she's like, "Oh, it was me."
I did it.
She's confessing things and freaking out. It was great.
Nice.
There we go. Now you're not gonna get crunched.
I did not kill that owlbear.
Yes, we were in the Stormhorns. It was pretty sad. Several owlbears died.
But I wasn't there, so was not involved
Oh, the
with
shrine's
owlbear
open.
murder.
Uh-huh.
Alright, what did we do? Anything? Aww.
Nope, that didn't do it.
Well, there's another one over here.
If you pulled those in there and you didn't open it, it's probably that. Yep, where Les is at.
I just pulled a bunch of random stuff, not really paying attention to what I'm doing.
Oh my god. I didn't...
Hey, Lessadeer, that was trapped, it looked like.
Yeah, I know it was. That's...
Was there a trap there?
I was very excited, yeah. Thank you. Oh,
they should put a sign up.
No, I gotta get an AG.
Trapped.
Yeah. Go get it, Vagabond, under death penalty. Oh, my poor puppy. I pulled a Primsy.
Oh, what? Is that what we're calling it now?
Uh-huh, that's right.
Someone actually asked in chat. Batav actually asked in chat, any other exceptions to that rule? Not that I am aware of with Icy Burst. However, it is actually technically not working as intended that you can put the Midwinter Festival cold stuff on, say, the...
cosmetics?
Yeah, some of the cosmetics. Not Mirror of Glamour cosmetics, but some of the others. But that, again, is kind of something that... I don't know. It's technically not working as intended. Maybe it'll be fixed sometime, but we're not really in a big hurry to fix it, so...
You're not redesigning quests. Redesigning quests with the assumption that everyone in the party is going to have an extra stacking 10 fire.
The door just closed.
Yeah, what are we doing here? I don't actually know what I'm doing.
So I think midway into the next part, it's open and it just closed.
Yeah, okay, I think those levers re-pulled.
Is it down, down, up, down?
There.
Oh,
there
you
did.
did. That was good. That was a good thing. I feel like I'm like, who did that? Like I've got to like channel Slava Jade.
Let's see if I can do this.
Who did that? Who threw that?
I think I'll jump down and murder this room for you guys.
It's my doggy that died?
Yeah, like, wasn't Janet murdered by the trap?
Yeah. She just gets so excited.
Let's see what else we have.
Chest.
Yep. Yes, there's some funkiness with the Stone of Change as well.
How funky?
Now, some things you can put alchemic rituals on. You're not really supposed to, I think.
Ooh.
You put some armor in there with some dragon shards, and you get like a James Brown effect.
Yeah, I was thinking that Funkadelic armor, the tiger fur on it.
That'd be great. You can earn a few extra points in Funk, and then you get new dances unlocked.
Yeah.
Your Funk skill is pretty important, then, is it? In this game?
Somebody does have to let me in.
Funk is not a dumb stat.
Funk is not a dumb stat. Best quote ever. There you go. Come on.
Thank you.
Let's try this.
Alright, other than the respawns, the rest of this should be clear. And the in-boss. So don't forget your death wards.
Yes.
You don't have death ward, let me know.
Yeah, does someone have death ward?
I think I got you at the door, but maybe I didn't.
Oh, did you? Okay. Oh, yeah, I got it. I got it. Man, you didn't give me a chance to cast haste.
I have haste for some reason.
Confucius is talking about the altar that adds dancing guard. That is dragon touched armor. It's one of the effects.
Oh, mad skills, Jerry. I'm just gonna retrain my feats.
Jeweled cloak.
What?
Anybody
Seriously?
have a dwarf?
Rats.
Oh, dwarf?
The great thing about the dwarven thrower is... Oh, that's not a dwarven thrower. It's a mountain fist.
Mountain's fist.
Nice, I will take that. I could use that.
Take the dwarf and axe? I just picked it up because I didn't hear anybody wanting it, but I don't think it's bound to.
No, it's not.
Finds the character on equip. When I find you, I'll hand it to you.
Someone asked in chat, let's see. Yeah, Titan asked, when will Lamania be open again? Not sure. We haven't... I mean, it's going to be for update 25, but in terms of when exactly that is, I don't think we actually have it firmly scheduled at this point. So, soon, right? Fairly soonish. Certainly this month sometime, I'd think. But we'll see. Like I say, everything's been kind of impacted by the snow. We lost really about 3 days of work here in the last 7 days. 7 to 10 days.
I have a lot of mixed feelings on that.
What, in what way?
On one hand, you know, first of all, I figured we'd do the ones with all the heads. I forget what it is. Foundation of Discord? Yeah, that sounds right. But like on one hand, you guys can't make any changes. And on the other hand, you guys can't make any changes. You know, because you're busy not being able to work. So, it's kind of a double-edged blade, or double-edged sword.
Okay, so Foundation of Discord?
Yes. That is the one with all the heads.
Just doing my walk of shame really quick so I can get my stuff back.
We don't call it Foundation of Discord, but I can't say what we call it because DD stream.
Really?
Oh.
I don't know this one. You'll have to text it to me or something.
No, I think it's just like an in-group thing.
They call it the Cold Chamber Part 2.
Foundation of Discord is the Rakshasa lair?
Nye.
Okay, it's the arm lair.
It's the other one you go to when you're out there. It's the other one that's not Prison of Plains.
It's the one surrounded by heads.
Yeah.
All the heads.
It has a little camp in front.
Make with the head quest. Cry for Help is the one where you rescue that super sexy hot chick. With the doctor girlfriend voice. Which makes your toes curl with the sexy.
Alright. Let's see.
Yep, we can all just sit and be quiet.
I'm playing a game on the way over.
Oh yeah? You're playing a game while you
play. I'm running through the lava to get there. So I just run over the lava and cry the floor is lava. Rather than go like a way that doesn't damage me. See, this is why I find traps and explode myself with barrels.
Because you're too lazy to walk along
it's
the
like
path?
A death wish. Death wish.
They should... This would be terrible. What they should do is put an extra, like, 1% movement rate bonus every place that is on the path. Or near a path. This way you get there 1% quicker if you take the path.
That's actually a pretty cool idea. But I think that would probably take some work to do. But maybe.
Oh, I'm sure. And then who's going to say which is what path? Like, maybe there's a path through the lava. You don't know. I don't know. That's for sure.
Man, you guys are just giving me lots of XP.
I was trying to do. Bringing it in.
Hello, I'm a dwarf hunter.
Gots to pay the XP bills.
Is that like MILF Hunter, but for dwarfs?
Yeah, for real.
That would make sense then when your choice of husbands. See what I did there? See? I'm
yeah,
funny.
it's pretty funny. Yeah.
So
someone asks, how is your Dungeons and Otherword going, Samus?
Dungeons and Drag Queens?
We had a pretty good time, all things considered. The Roll-D20 interface has some interesting challenges that we are I mean, we basically played with it now for a couple of days, right? So like not all the macros quite work the way we think they should. So we're having to write a lot of our own macros instead of just rely on the in-game macros. They have this really cool feature called Snap to Grid. So if there's already a grid on the map, it tries to automatically scale the map in such a way that the Your Grid map lines up pretty closely. But so far it seems to be just a hair off, which is kind of a challenge sometimes. And we're also, getting used to a new system, right? Because we're playing 5th edition, which we don't have a lot of reps in. But it's not bad. I mean, we're making progress. We knocked out the first campaign, I think, or the first little adventure in a little over 4 hours, including the extra Roll-D20 time.
Nice.
And that was the first the first module printed in Dragon Magazine #1 is what Tobrel decided to run us through. So, I mean, we just kind of updated it for 5th edition and went for it, and it wasn't bad.
Nice. I haven't really done a lot of just typical play grouping with 5th edition. The group I was doing regularly, kind of just because of time and everything, sort of stopped meeting, and we haven't had a chance to really play with it much yet.
Well, I definitely think that once we get the system kind of figured out and the Roll-D20 system kind of figured out, we'll have to have you on once in a while as a guest. But that group is already supposed to be 8 people, which is a lot to try to DM.
Yeah, for sure.
So otherwise I would just, give you the standing invite like always. But everyone's invited to come join us over at my Twitch stream to kind of do things. And I am keeping an eye on the Twitch. So if somebody's like listening and paying attention and there's like some puzzle or not figuring out or whatever, feel free to cheat me the answer and make me look like a hero. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to real soon. I think we're going to start getting much closer feel of it. So, and that's Sundays, approximately 6-ish Central Time.
Cool. Hey, let's do this, huh?
Aye. Les and I are in the quest.
Right now it is?
I finally dragged myself to the door. Coming in. Coming in.
Do we have for about an hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm I'm typing to people in chat.
All right, just a quick public service message here that we did bring the DDO store down. It'll be down for approximately a half hour here, although I'm accessing it right now, but I guess we need to do that. So let me actually, real quick, open up my corporate email client.
Fancy. I don't have a corporate email client. I just have a DDO Cocktail Hour email client. This is where you fill in your email address, Lessa.
Lessa at ddococktailour.com or Samus Garobo, all one word, at ddococktailour.com.
It's not Samus
Or
Garobo.
is it just Samus?
It's just
It's
Samus.
just Samus.
All right,
That's the only place where it is.
Sorry, I still don't see an email yet about downtime, but it's supposed to be down. Someone just handed me a note saying the DDO store is going to be down for about an hour, presumably shortly, and it's to address that issue I just talked about earlier today.
So buy your ponies now.
Yeah.
Or don't, but you know.
Well, you can, I guess.
Yeah.
What you
I
said,
could buy a
but
pony?
you can wish about it.
You could try to buy a pony.
If everybody
Oh.
believes at the same time hard enough, you just might make them real.
Alright, well, you know what that
like
means,
it.
right? The next animal companion's got to be little ponies.
Little ponies.
Oh God.
You did it.
I have a list if you want animal companions.
Yeah, we have tons of suggestions. I'm sure.
I have
I really-
23 companions on Thalanus to choose from.
I'd like to see something a lot closer to like a Ninja Turtle.
Let
Or
me just say,
A turtle! A DDO turtle!
fairly soon, that probably will be 24.
Ah, is it something that enticing?
Well, it depends on whether you find enticing or not. So.
don't you just buy
I
everything
did have
anyway?
to get a bird. Not everything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't buy the rats. Or
Oh,
the
the
rats.
brain
I don't like
rats?
things that
Yeah.
fly.
I thought maybe it was the exposed brain. Made you uncomfortable.
No, it's the fact that that thing's not a tail. Sheesh. Moderation.
The plague. Sometimes
Oh,
this hallway's trapped.
Must be safe. They ran through it and didn't die, so.
Yeah. Sometimes this
would've
hallway is
found it for you
nastily
if I
trapped.
could.
Like,
Oh yeah,
Big sonic boom.
to kill you,
Come on,
trap.
that wouldn't have stopped me.
Captain 200 hit points. Yeah, it would have stopped you. It would've
No, I
stopped
just
you
mean it
pretty
wouldn't
hard.
have stopped me from doing it. It might have stopped me from playing until I received
Yeah.
res. But
The threat of a horrible screaming death is no deterrent to Jerry.
no, absolutely not.
Kaboom! All right.
Yep.
All right. Are we dividing into two teams, or are we conquering this together? I certainly feel like a two-team approach is the way to go.
Alright, I will
Alright.
go the opposite way and find things with my face.
All right. I will go with. Oh, Vagabond's going with Crimson. All right. So I will protect Jerry.
See, that's good. That's a good play, because that means it'll get done.
Correct. Man, I miss my quiver. I miss my quiver every day.
Yeah, which one?
The quiver of alacrity.
Ah, for sure.
Oh,
That
yeah.
30% speed boost is amazing. I play on non-Samuses or non-JavaBot characters, and I'm just like, I'm so slow. Let's see, your dog got in the way of my healing spell. So anyway, I was saying earlier, we were out flying the drone yesterday. We crashed so many times. It is.
My dad's into has one of those. He's really into his drones.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I bet.
I knew it was fun, but actually having one and flying it around, crashing, the best.
Speaking of getting shot, though, some people don't like to have their privacy interrupted by a drone.
Aww.
I'm just saying, it happens.
Some people don't understand the glory that is flying around in a drone. I don't know. There's this pretty sweet YouTube video of a guy who allegedly it was his first flight, although he did a really good job flying if it was his first day flying. He found his brother's girlfriend in the backyard sunbathing.
I said don't.
Come on, that was fun.
Don't! Where, Mommy? Look at what you have done. Great.
Just walk through it now.
Oh boy, oh boy, okay,
only the pointy
fine.
bits hurt.
That was pretty fun watching it stab Jerry, though.
No, it stabbed the dogs.
I say it didn't stab him.
I evaded it.
Cleverly stepped out of the way of the trap, as you can in DDO. I only say that because we tried playing other MMOs and they do not have a combat system.
Yes.
You're allowed to say that.
Oh, I certainly hope so, because I just did.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Alright, so did we hit that room?
We killed the
the
guy.
optional room for the optional chest, I think? Or optional something?
So many optional words. So the chest is there? Is that what you're telling us?
There's a chest here that if you like chest and loot, you could come here and loot it.
I do love big chests, I cannot lie.
Now there's a DDO store item. Not big chests, but the
big chest it is.
No, but most
that
like
could go with the Mimic event.
No, an item where you can basically send someone to send your loot from a chest you are not near. They can come and get it for you and bring it to you.
Oh yeah, like a bag.
Loot of friends.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with that kind of stuff though. You gotta make sure they're in the quest.
Tensor's floating disc. There we go.
They gotta be, what, in the quest, and they can't have already looted the chest, and that might have some interesting rules.
No, I think this is $1 million idea though, to get like t-shirts with mimics on the front and it says like big chests.
Yeah, with a couple of chests on. And then on the back you can say DDO.
Someday if you're ever at Gen Con or something and run into Tolero and she's willing to talk about it, ask her about some promotional slogans that she's come up with.
Actually, speaking of her, and in case I forget, I actually really would like to talk to her. You would pass her a note. I have to dig out her email, which I have. I just dig it out. You pass her a note that I would love to have a conversation with her one of these days.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we could do that.
That'd be sweet. Now, not everyone in bombard Jerry with notes that you'd like to talk to the developers, but I feel special.
You just send me an email. Let me know what you want to talk about. I think it'll probably happen.
Yeah, well, I said I think I have her email too. I might just email her also. And for those of you who, I think I was talking about it on the live stream last week, not hearing from Glenn lately, I believe he's working on a top secret new project. So if you're a Glenn fan, there might be a secret new project in the works. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that much, but I did. I believe Turbine's okay with me saying there's lots of secret projects, though.
I just am not saying anything.
See? Confirmation of a secret new project. I have no idea what it is though. He didn't give me any hints. Just said, yeah, really busy with this secret new project. Which I thought was pretty funny. Because I know this year when was it Cephalin did the producer's letter, a lot of people noticed that it wasn't Glenn this year. So.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if has Glenn ever actually done the producer's letter?
He did before last year, I believe. I thought he did the last one for sure.
Could be.
Why isn't this door open? What did we do wrong? Oh, never mind.
We just
someone's gotta touch it.
We just have to touch it.
Sweet.
All right.
Melissa wants the doors to just fall open before her.
Yeah.
Behold, door, I am here.
Behold, door, open for me.
Oh, a bunch of spell dust. Vagabond, do you need a bunch of spell dust?
Not particularly. Not particularly.
I want a poison quiver.
All right, well then I'm gonna grab it.
Oh well.
Wah.
Wah, wah.
Hit that reload button.
Z332 says Tensor's floating what? Tensor's floating disc. Classic D&D spell.
Oh,
I always saw Tensor's floating disc. Now this is gonna let people know I'm of a certain age. I always thought of Tensor's floating disc when I was a kid in D&D as the Q*bert disc. You know, that little kind of rainbow disc that spins around and around in the old video game Q*bert. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Am I the only one there?
But you are old.
Yeah, and so when I always thought of Tensor's floating disc, I always thought of some kind of, Q*bert style disc that would just float around behind me.
Yeah, well that's the thing, right? Like even last night, or not last night, this last weekend, one of the guys cast Tensor's floating disc. He's like, I get on it and ride my way to safety. I'm like,
I think that is going to be it. I think Jerry usually calls it right at an hour, so I'm going to kill mice.
Yep. Yeah, I'm done here in a couple minutes. I need to get to the Players' Council. That's my main goal this week. Pretty much everyone else is just working a lot on Temple of Elemental Evil and stuff. Well, yes, but Temple of Elemental Evil is a big focus for us right now. But me personally is wrangling the Players' Council together to get into a state to have the wider group sort of take a look at all the applications and be all ready to go. So we want to get this done at the next... Well, we really kind of wanted it done by now, but the reality is snowstorms hit and everything. So probably another week and a half, something like that.
It sounds like a lot of fun reading over digital applications.
Yeah, it's cool. And it's not just me doing it, but, because we have like 400 some to do.
Well, that's a pretty good turnout then.
Yeah. Actually, we did a little better than last year, which I take as a pretty good sign.
All right. Well, I guess with that, you want to close us out and we'll do one final plug?
Yeah, sure. Let's. We will be back next Wednesday at 1:30 Eastern for the Winter Fling, and you can find this on multiple Twitch streams. Twitch.tv/DDO stream. You can also find it on Twitch.tv/BonnieBew, BonnieBew. Lessa 101, LESSAH 101, and Samus Garobo, SAMIUSGUROBO. You can also type in multitwitch.tv and have all four of those usernames and see it all on one page. Otherwise, I know you guys have the cocktail going on, the Damsels of DDO. We should have some stuff. You streamed live overnight here, but then there's also a YouTube and podcast component that should go out within the next couple of days, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Or you could listen to it live tonight.
You could listen to it live tonight. Yeah, if you're going to be around.
And that is Mixler,
Eastern.
I've had like D&D news outlets trying to talk to the cats today about something, like asking for their opinion about something. I don't know what's going on. There's something stirring in the force.
There is a scandal. There is a scandal. There has been an official news bulletin.
Should I be concerned?
A Bonnie Bew Owlbear scandal. I can't say any more than that for legal reasons, but there you go. There it is.
Nice. And you can find that on Mixler. That's mixlr.com / I believe it's
Lessa-is-Mora.
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny.
And again, that's 11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. And that also goes up on Is it damselsofddo.com?
Damselsofddo.com. It also goes to iTunes now, and I put it on YouTube because I'm having fun with the video aspect.
And Bonnie, probably the best way to figure out what you've got going on is to follow you on Twitter, I'm going to guess.
You can follow me on Twitter, or just, subscribe to my Twitch channel, because I'm pretty sporadic about when I stream. And I'm thinking, I just flagged for Caught in the Web on Wayfinder, so I'm hoping that maybe in a couple weeks, maybe we can do a Caught in the Web kind of thing on Wayfinder. And try to run it with some people. Hopefully there's people interested on Wayfinder.
Nice. That sounds great. And we will be back, let's see, next week for the live stream. I believe we're going to be on Caneth. Don't know what we'll be doing, per se. And you can also find shows throughout the week here on twitch.tv/DDO stream. We got the full schedule there. Should be back on, at the very least, Friday. Friday and Saturday nights. And then Sunday as well. So, until next time, thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you again soon. Oh, I forgot to say goodbye to Vagabond. Goodbye, Vagabond. Sorry.
No problem. I sent you that ad.